Not much. How are you?
Everything's good. Nice to the good thing about Zoom is that we can finally see who we're talking to. So it's
Yes.
great to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you too.
It's been a little while, so thank you for taking a minute. I'm looking forward to getting into your album Peaks and Valleys with the Free Spirit. So before we do that though, I want to know, 4 years ago we were trying to figure out this pandemic and it did its thing to all of us. How did you survive that time period and how did it influence this album or what you're doing now?
The five original pieces on the album were written during that time. Yes, because of course we couldn't perform. So I think myself and most musicians tried to find other uh, ways to stay active. So I actually did like a master's in composition during that time, which was all on Zoom, and then I composed a lot of music, including the five original pieces on the album. Yeah.
So talk to me. I know it was recorded after a residency at the Rex Hotel in Toronto, but talk to me a little bit about what kind of the vision and the artistic, you know, impulses that went into making this project.
So the project started in 2019, also playing at the Rex. It's the main jazz club in Toronto these days. And with the intention of playing the music of Mary Lou Williams and Geri Allen, which I feel like in recent years there's been more awareness of playing, female composers in the jazz canon. But at that time, at least in Toronto, it wasn't very common. And Geri Allen had just passed away, not that long before that. And I just really wanted to play their music. So that's how it kind of started. And putting the band together with a bunch of musicians that I've known for many years. Some of them I went to university with, a decade prior. So it started by playing their music and doing arrangements of their music. And then it kind of just evolved into, including some of my own original music. I've been composing for a long time now, probably 20 years or 15 years or something. And then, so for the album, Peaks and Valleys, because again, it was written during the pandemic. So that's life, the
Yeah.
peaks, the high points, the low points. So that's the artistic kind of representation there. And then the music sort of reflects that. So in the suite, it starts on a peak with a high energy piece and then a low energy, high energy, kind of mimicking the ups and downs. And then each of the original pieces was also dedicated to, an artist that influenced me. So one of them is dedicated, inspired by Geri Allen, one Mary Lou Williams, which I actually wrote like lyrics, about her, and it's like a boogie woogie piece. And then also dedicated to other sort of inspiring women like Margaret Atwood, the Canadian author.
Yeah.
One piece for her. One piece is dedicated to my mom, who, of course, was also a big influence in my life. And then the last one is sort of, for all women kind of piece,
Yeah.
perseverance,
Yeah,
trying to accomplish all the many things we're always trying to accomplish in life. So,
for sure.
yeah.
So what are you hoping the listener gets from this album? Paying homage to all of these, female artists before you. What are you hoping?
So the album has four covers of music by Mary Lou and Geri, and then my five pieces. So for the pieces by Geri and Mary Lou, I want the listener to just be exposed to their music, basically, right? Like get to hear some of this great music, but performed by some Toronto's talent and with their improvisational, style. And then the five original pieces, I guess I just hope they connect with them, in some way on their own. Uh, the middle piece is kind of about climate change, and there are some spoken words. So it's a big topic, but I hope people hear it, and I hope it hits home for them a little bit. And yeah, mostly I just hope they enjoy the album.
So it came out on the 4th of October. What are you doing for promotion, live shows, any of the good business with that?
So we had our first show at the Rex last night, and then we've got three more. So it was like a Wednesday to a Saturday. So those are the CD release shows this week coming up, and then I've got Ernesto Orange Grove Publicity kind of sending it out. That's how I think we got connected.
Yes.
He's sending it out to all the radio and magazines and whatnot. So it's already getting some radio play on different stations in Toronto, the jazz stations 91.1. And yeah, so I think it's getting picked up
Yeah.
around, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to profiling it on Neon Jazz. It's great to actually see you in living color. So thank you for taking a minute out today. Best of luck. So if anybody wants to pick up this album in the best possible way to benefit you or find out about any of your previous recordings, any live shows in the future, where can they go?
TeriParkerMusic.com.
One stop.
And the best, so that's on my that's my website. There's videos, photos, all my live show listings. I do, I mean, we have these CD releases, but I play with lots of groups that perform all the time. The best way to support financially is if you buy the album on Bandcamp. It is on Spotify and iTunes, but if you want to really support the artist directly, Bandcamp is always the best. Anybody who wants a physical album, there are some people that still like physical albums, myself included. They can just, send me an email through my website and I can, mail them a copy of the album.
Excellent. Teri, this has been wonderful. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Best of luck with the release.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Take care.